A new Tampa Bay Business Journal hits newsstands today, and editor Alexis Muellner is here now to talk about some of the week's big stories. Good morning and happy Friday to you.
And happy Friday to you.
Always good to see you. First off, Florida leaders are defending what some people call a controversial economic branding campaign. People did not like the logo. I'm talking about that whole tie logo.
Right.
So what's
Florida,
the update?
a perfect climate for business, launched by Enterprise Florida, where the I is a tie, and evoked a lot of reaction. Some thought it might be sexist. The tie is a fairly gender-specific thing. We decided to reach out to On Ideas, which is the Jacksonville ad agency that did the $380,000 campaign. They have 2/3 of the 30 people that work at that agency are women. Joanna Gage is the person, and she defended this campaign, saying, you know, we went through some focus groups, and we think it does start the job of sort of, you know, portraying Florida as a place that's open for this kind of business. You know, the reach of the reaction went far and wide. We found blogs in Ohio and local folks, you know. So, you know, understandably that the reaction here might be a little strong, but what she told us was people are talking about this campaign.
And that's what we want.
And that's what they want. So in the end, maybe that's a winning thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, up next, $400 million in diabetes research is now going on at USF. And so far, researchers have been working out of a small, cramped
Very
area.
Cramped. It's called the USF Pediatric Epidemiology Center, and they've been in 19,000 square feet, but they're going to double it in USF's Research Park. And that's great news. This is an organization that's got a huge amount of grants, actually, for type 1 juvenile diabetes. Diabetes, an insidious disease. It cost, apparently in 2010, almost $200 billion. And when you think about it, a lot of the things that have been happening in terms of the corporate culture is to try and evolve wellness programs, trying to keep people acting more healthfully to reduce those costs and then be just healthier.
Yeah. Another interesting story that you have, a lot of organizations are now looking at growing business relations between the U.S. and Cuba. And then coming up next month, organizations from right here in Tampa are going to help push that effort through.
Yes, second year, it will keep it very interesting to all of us. In Ybor City, there's an event on March 22nd organized by some local folks, and they're going to get together and talk about everything from the 53-year-old embargo and policy and security issues in a nonpartisan environment. It's still very limited. You know, only former Cuban citizens and some select Americans who have licenses can go to Cuba now. And so the discussion, certainly trying to get everybody who's interested in potentially doing business there talking about these issues. And that should be a very interesting conference.
At least there's talk going on.
At least there is, and that's a good thing, getting prepared.
Absolutely. Always good to see you, Alexis.
And you, Dia.
And for more Business Journal headlines, go to our website, abcactionnews.com/business.